Thank you for joining today's Candoo learning lesson. Today we're covering activity tracker apps. My name is Christian. I'm leading today's lesson. I'm also part of the Candoo team. Here's a glimpse of what we'll cover in today's video. Our learning objectives include understanding what are activity tracker apps. We'll then cover the benefits of using them. And finally, we'll explore some exercise and training apps that are available to complement your activity tracking and health journey. So let's start with answering this question. What are activity tracker apps? We might have heard of this term. So let's go ahead and just take a look together. Essentially, what these are, these types of apps, they're really just tools that you can use on your smartphone to keep track of your physical activities. Things such as the number of steps you take, how far you walk or run throughout the day, and finally, how many calories you burn over the course of a day. So these are just maybe some initial uh, general metrics that will be calculated, and they're very helpful as far as knowing what your activity is. Some apps might even check things like your heart rate or track your sleep, as in like the quality of sleep, how deep your sleep is, how rested you are in the morning. Some of these apps also connect with devices that you wear, like a fitness watch or a fitness band, and they work with your smart device, your phone, to help progress or keep track of your progress and how much you've been active. Here are some apps that are typically designed to work with these fitness bands or the smartwatches. They're also known as wearables. And these apps typically provide more advanced tracking. Like they'll give you more things that they'll be measuring because you're actually wearing them. This includes Apple Fitness, which works with the Apple Watch. And since it is by Apple, this is designed to work with Apple devices. So not an option if you're only using Android or non-Apple devices. Fitbit. Fitbit has an app that you can download. This is, I believe, um, available on all devices, Apple and Android, and it works with Fitbit devices. So they do have their own band. We also have Samsung Health. It works with the Samsung Galaxy Watch, and that is also an option that works for both Apple and Android. Garmin Connect is another app that helps track your activity, and this works with the Garmin devices. And these apps, with the exception of the Apple, work on both platforms, both Apple, like iPhone, iPad, and Android. These are just some common or very popular ones that we wanted to mention. There's obviously many more out there that you can download and use as well to track your activity. Let's take a look at some of these more closely. So we have Apple Fitness here. This is the app icon. So if you're downloading it from the App Store, this is what you'll be looking for. But I believe this is going to be pre-installed on your Apple device, your iPhone. Here's a glimpse of what the app looks like. You can see that they use these activity rings. That's the colored rings that you see there on the screen. And each color ring is going to indicate a different goal. So the red one's going to be calories burned throughout the day or movement based on movement. The green one is exercise minutes. And the one in the middle is stand, how many hours your phone or your Apple Watch has detected that you've stood. And that's just the rings itself. You can also see other things such as steps, step distance, um, and many more options in the app. Here's a glimpse of the device itself, the wearable, which is the Apple Watch, and it has the rings on there so that you can see throughout the day how close you are to closing your rings. Fitbit has this app icon. This is available on Android and Apple devices. Here's a glimpse of what their app looks like. So similar to the Apple Fitness, they have rings kind of showing you the progress of whatever goals you might have set for yourself. All of this is customizable depending on your needs. And here is one model of the Fitbit tracker band. So you can see that this specific brand has different options, different customizations. Here we're just seeing how it looks a little different than the Apple Watch. Samsung Health has this app icon. This is also available on Apple and Android devices. Again, we have that similar ring or goal dashboard based on minutes, calories, and in this case, sleep. So there is different things that are highlighted on their apps, just to give you an idea of your options. And here's what the Samsung Galaxy Watch looks like, just at a glimpse. So this is a good option if you're an Android user, and or if you have an Apple phone, right? This is also an option for you. So we're giving you some options here because everything has different price points, everything has different looks. So another option here is the Garmin Connect app. Here's the app icon. So just like with everything except Apple Fitness, you'll be able to find it on the App Store or the Google Play Store. Here is the app or a glimpse of the Garmin Connect app. And finally, just one example of the Garmin tracker bands for your fitness. So this is probably even a more minimal tracker band, and uh, will probably have a different price point than, let's say, the more watch-looking bands. So those apps that we just showed with the pictures, those use a wearable. So you'll need to have a watch or some type of band on you to really get the full features available. These apps that we'll now look at are known for just using your phone's built-in sensors. So that's something called an accelerometer and GPS. So that these are built in to your smart device to tell movement and location. So the nice thing about these options is that it doesn't require any additional device other than just your smart device. So this includes Google Fit, Samsung Health, which works on phones alone as well, and Map My Walk also works with Android and iOS. And there's also this one which is probably known more for its pedometer features, but it's called the Steps app. And we'll look at these closely here, just like we did before. Obviously, we already saw the Samsung Health, so we'll skip over that. But these are just like the top of the list in terms of most popular, mostly used. But there's a lot more out there available. Here's Google Fit. This is the app icon that they have for that app, and a glimpse at their dashboard for things like number of steps taken, number of movement, and it uses that to kind of calculate calories. So just be aware that if you're going to have less features regarding things that are tracked without a wearable, you're probably not going to have things like heart rate. Um, some devices measure things like blood oxygen levels or stress levels because you're wearing them. But on these apps, you'll get more of the movements, the steps. If you're running or walking, it's going to measure those distances for you. So there's still a lot with just your device that you can track. Here's Map My Walk. Um, there's also Map My Run and Map My, I believe, Training. And like you see here, that they are sponsored by Under Armour. So you'll have that Under Armour icon. Um, and here is just a glimpse of what their app looks like. So very popular if you have seen people just put their phones into pockets and they go for a walk and just tracking their activity. Things like elevation and pace and mileage, estimated calories burned. Um, and obviously they have the armbands that you can wear your device on to help track it that way too. Here's the last one that doesn't require a separate device to wear. It just uses your phone or your smart device. So this is a Steps app pedometer. Here's the app icon. And here's a glimpse of what it looks like in the App Store or the Google Play Store. So it's really known for its step counting, but like we see on this screen, there's also number of calories estimated that you burned, the distance that you've moved, as well as like a activity graph there with the line. So um, the tracking is still very helpful if you don't have a wearable. So we've given you some examples so far of some activity tracking apps that require wearing a watch or are just more beneficial if you have a watch, and some that just use your phone, use the features and sensors on your phone. Let's take a look at some benefits of using these types of apps. So with our target, right, which is older adults, here with Candoo Tech, these apps obviously help manage and track your daily activity levels. So staying active, staying mobile is very important for obviously our wellness, our physical wellness, mental wellness. And these apps help us to stay motivated in a structured but simple way. Here's some additional advantages of just using these apps rather than kind of just going without them. These apps are very easy to use. Like we've seen, the interface is pretty easy to know what they're tracking and what your progress is for that day, week, or even month. There will be badges or like some type of reward that you might get in the app for achieving a goal, which offers motivation to keep staying active. You'll get a greater sense of your health awareness and insights about your health, um, such as you enjoy walking more than you enjoy running, or maybe there's certain activities that you enjoy, or just insights as opposed to not having an app that tracks it. And with that, obviously, you're going to be able to track your progress over time. Maybe you're working out more exercise minutes this time than last month, or this time than last year. So all that's tracked and recorded in the app for you to view and see how far you've come. Many of these apps also have free options or very low cost options that maybe just offer more premium options or features. Uh, in my experience, the higher end as far as price points for the wearable devices would probably be the Apple Watch. And then depending on the type of health tracking device that if you want to get a wearable, They kind of go down from there. So you have lower options with the Fitbit. You have the Garmin device, which is probably more medium tier. Um, but you're welcome to obviously see what you need. I recommend just starting with what you have. So if you just have a smartphone, just use your smartphone and use it to help stay active with these apps. Now, lastly, we're going to cover some exercise and training apps that are available. So this is really meant to help complement any tracking apps that you have on your device. One popular one is called the Nike Training Club. This is beginner-friendly workouts. It includes low-impact options like yoga, stretching, or light strength training. They offer videos um, where the instructor is giving you clear guidance, so you don't have to be always looking at the screen. You can just have that instruction over the speakers of your smart device or tablet, and you can choose how intense the workouts are depending on your health level. Special features include variety of classes, things like mobility, things that help older adults stay flexible and active. Here's what that app icon looks like, just to stay consistent with the tracker apps. So you'll look for Nike Training Club. Here's the icon, and here's a glimpse of just the workouts from the app that they offer. FitOn is another option. This provides short and guided workouts. Many of them are low impact exercises such as stretching or yoga or even gentle cardio. There's different programs that you can select for different fitness goals. So whether that be for heart health, maybe it's just mobility, maybe it's for weight loss or gaining muscle. And this also offers a wide range of easy to follow routines with detailed instructions, similar to the previous app that we looked at. Here's the FitOn app icon. All these apps are available on Apple and Android devices. And here is just a glimpse of the options that you'll see, like you can select the target area of the workout, the time, and the intensity. And I believe there's instructors, like celebrity instructors. So if you wanted someone maybe that you recognize from a sport or from Hollywood, they might be on FitOn leading an exercise. Another one here is Daily Workouts Fitness Coach. This offers workouts for different muscle groups and just overall fitness. Many of these exercises don't require equipment. I'd say that's for the most part on all these apps as well. Many of them are just body weight, and you just need to have a little space in the living room to be able to follow along. You can choose lighter workouts focused on flexibility and strength. And there's also a simple interface that we'll look at here in the app. And you can focus on maybe different body parts that you want to train, or maybe a length of a class, depending on what fits in your schedule. So it's definitely accessible for older adults for that reason. Here is their app icon and a glimpse of their workout routine. So this is a little different. Some of the apps will have just a video that you watch from start to finish. Other apps might have something like this where you complete an exercise, you have a video repeating the movement, and then you have to tap next once you're done. So you're pressing a button to kind of progress. The final app that we'll look at for exercise is a really great one if you have not much time to kind of just spend for yourself in an workout environment. So this is ideal for those that want to stay active, but maybe don't want to spend a lot of time, or if you don't have a lot of equipment. This app focuses on simple body weight exercise that can be done at your home. And as we'll see in the app image that we'll see on the next screen, they're all pretty short, manageable workout sessions that you just follow what's on screen and you kind of follow along that way. And it can be modified to suit different fitness levels. Here is the app icon. It just has the seven number seven as the digit for their icon. And we have almost like a 3D trainer or like a mannequin that's kind of doing the exercises and showing you how to do it correctly. So many people just want to do the exercise without following along with someone live or a video. So this is kind of a that option to just see how to do it without it being an actual person. So that is really today's lesson. Hopefully, we got some ideas of what's available out there to maintain our wellness, improve our wellness, or just reach some wellness goals with just your smartphone, your tablet, or if you have a smart device already, how to really just get the most out of it. If you have any questions about our program here at Candoo Tech, or would like to try a session to learn more about how to use your technology, give us a call. Here's our phone number on screen, as well as our email, and we are ready to help you out with any of your health needs regarding this topic and anything else. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.